Welcome to Zen in 10. I am Jessica Schwarzbauer, your guide today for this short focus flow. Today, I'm just going to have you set up in hero's pose. So sitting with your sit bones kind of resting back onto your calves and your heels here. And we're just going to take a moment, palms up, doing some box breathing. So you're going to breathe in at a rate of 5. So counting to 5. Hold for a count of 5, exhale for a count of 5, and then hold for a count of 5. We're going to do this just for 2 rounds. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue on your inhale. Good. Now that you're settled into your breath, we're going to come into tabletop. So stacking your shoulders over your wrists, stacking your hips over your knees here. We're going to thread the needle. So lifting your right hand up, sliding it underneath your chest, and gently resting your cheek onto your mat. Sit bones stay up, and we're just going to rest our shoulder here for 1 round of breath. Bringing everything back into tabletop, and then lifting that left side up, sweeping in between your arm and your knee, gently lowering, resting that shoulder to your mat, and inhale, exhale, coming back into tabletop here. We're going to tuck our toes, driving our hips back into our first downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog here. Maybe you glance to your left, stretching that side body. Maybe you look over your right shoulder, stretching the other side. We're just going to walk our feet up to meet our hands today. Forward fold. Go ahead and interlace opposite hand to opposite elbow. See if you can stretch a little bit deeper. Taking a breath here, scooting this little bug on its way. Please go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, root to rise. Raising those hands up to meet the sky. We're going to bring our hands into prayer at heart center and just sink into chair pose. You can have your hands out if you wish. I preferably feel more comfortable right here, so I like to leave my hands in prayer and just making sure that your knees are bent at 90 degrees. You're really in that seated squat position. So sitting here for a round of breath. Now we're going to revolve our chair. So we're going to take it to the right, twisting, sending our left elbow to meet the outside of our right knee. Just breathing here for another round of breath. Coming back to center. Now we're going to revolve that chair to the other side. So twisting to the left, right knee meets opposite outside of your left knee. Right elbow rather meets opposite outside of your left knee. Taking a breath here. Bringing it back forward and then forward fold. Go ahead and stretch those legs out. Maybe lift one foot, lift one heel, then the next. Bending your knees here, giving yourself some more space to really drop those hands into your mat. Stepping one foot back, then the next. And then gently lowering all down to your mat. Just making sure I'm not squishing any of our bug friends here that are underneath me. And upward facing dog. Tucking those toes, driving those hips back into your next downward facing dog. I'm going to walk my hands back to meet my feet this time. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, root to rise. I'm going to send my right foot up to the top of my mat, pivoting my left foot back so it's parallel with my mat, and just sinking in to warrior two. Gaze goes over those front fingertips. See if you can sink a little bit further. Bring it forward, reversing your warrior. Cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Send that right foot back. And then gently lower. Upward facing dog. Meeting again in downward facing dog. Walking those hands to meet your feet. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, root to rise. This time, pivoting that right foot to your mat so it's parallel. Bringing that left foot up, big step, into that 90-degree lunge. Warrior two. Gaze over fingertips. Strong arms here. Drive forward a few inches. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel those hands to frame that front foot. Left foot meets right, high plank. As you're in your high plank here, maybe you'll go ahead and bring your left knee to meet your right elbow. Now take your right knee, meeting your left elbow. Slowly lower to your mat. Tucking those toes, driving those hips back, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees here into your tabletop, opening those knees wide, bringing those big toes together, child's pose. Back into your tabletop position, sinking back, settling in, back into that hero's pose where we began, and then settling back into that boxed breathing to complete your Shavasana today, complete your flow. Go ahead and breathe in here for another round. Remember, you're breathing in for 5, pausing for 5, holding for 5, exhaling, and doing that all over again. So if you were to trace your breath, it would look like a square. So you're breathing in, pause, exhale, pause, and doing that all over again here. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. As you carry this with you through the rest of your day, may you have peace and have a great day. Namaste.